Hey everyone, and welcome to Night at the Improv. Night at the Improv shows every Saturday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. It's the show where you direct my design, and after spinning, our word for tonight is Beetlejuice, given to us by Conjure Up Nails. Thank you so much, Conjure Up Nails, for our word for tonight, Beetlejuice. If you would like to direct me to do a design, leave a comment below your word and I'll add it to the spinner. And who knows, maybe next episode, your word will be chosen. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in. And for my new viewers, please consider subscribing, share, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and click on that notification bell for future videos. So for today's video, I was really on the fence on which one I wanted to do. Did I want to do the original movie, the new movie, but I really didn't see the new movie, didn't want to go back to the old one, so we are going to be doing the cartoon. And after spinning, our first required decoration for the night is charms. So that kind of threw a little damper in my little party here. What I didn't show in the previous section, we are to use 3 colors. And I was looking up the TV series for Beetlejuice. I watched it growing up, and it was a very fun TV show. Loved it. I even had like a Play-Doh Beetlejuice set. It was really fun. And so when I'm looking at the images, I saw these like blue, green backgrounds, and they were kind of checkered, and I was like, ooh, I like that actually. So I said, but I don't have darker colors. I really don't have that much green, so it's either this green or very light green, and I didn't want to do that checkered box. So I said, oh, why don't I try matte coat versus top coat? So what didn't see in the previous section, because it was long and very tedious, I with my detail brush colored in the matte and glossy squares that you see in the background. But going back to this TV series, for my internationals, comment below, let me know if they played the Beetlejuice TV series where you are, because it is a bounce off of the movie, and it's just so different and so fun, and it seems like Beetlejuice and oh my gosh, the girl, I don't even know their names anymore. It's been so long, but their relationship is better than the one in the movie. So, and you know, it's an episode I think every week, and they always get into these situations, so it's a very fun show to watch. So I thought, you know, as much as I like the cartoon more than I like the movies, but the original movie is best. But then again, I haven't seen the new one. The cartoon was probably my favorite at the time that it all came out, because obviously I was a younger kid back then. But so I said, why not bring this back? They're bringing back the movie. I'm going to bring back the cartoon series. So what I'm going to do for you guys, as I was already talking, how many minutes in, I'm going to draw up the characters. And so what I thought was going to be a boom, bam, boom, done, it was like a really long film. This was like 4 hours long, you guys. And I'm not going to be, no, I'll be honest, like, the squares, the background, took a really long time, probably just as much time as the hand drawing of the characters. So, oh, sad day for me. But yeah, so I don't want to say her name's Delia. Let me look this up, because I don't want to sound like a whack job talking about this stinking show, and I don't even know the characters. Lydia, oh my goodness gracious. So I'm drawing up Lydia Dietz. She was a fun character, and she was kind of like the Lydia Dietz in the movie. It's just a little bit more fun. Definitely the mood of, you know, drab and dreary was definitely in the cartoon, but it was more fun and, you know, less evil. But yeah. So what I did here, and this is very difficult, you guys, I have a dark background and I'm competing with glossy top coat and matte top coat. The gloss just blinds me for some reason, but drawing with the black paint gel on the checkered background is very hard because you can't see what's going on. As I can only imagine, you can't see what I'm doing when I'm drawing it. That's why I zoomed in when I was drawing the character. You can kind of see better than what I could see, to be honest, because my eyes are, you know, I mean, I had my glasses on, so it should be 20/20, but really I felt like it was less than. But my favorite part after drawing up the characters, any characters, is coloring. So I did mix a white with some very light blue to make Lydia's skin. She has like this pale blue kind of dead looking skin in the cartoon. So I did that, and then she's got these really nice eyes. They're very like dramatic, like yeah, whatever. But I like the colors in it. Faces are really like, they're just so hard. I don't like them because you do spend a lot of time, and then the problem with me is that I cannot be symmetrical to save my life. So I'm drawing this up hoping for the best every time, and I guess it looks okay. I would love to do like a how-to video on how to do cartoons, but to be honest, you really just have to be a person that pays close attention to detail and be able to replicate it on whatever canvas you're working on. So I don't necessarily, like, you do have to have an art talent, but if you're someone that can say, okay, look, her eye is this big compared to her face, you could do it. If you're really a person that pays attention to detail like that, you can pinpoint where the placement is of what it is you're drawing, and you'll be able to do it. So, but for me to teach that, I just I can't communicate very well. I can't communicate very well doing this voiceover, so, you know, I can only see me trying to make a how-to video and just failing. So, but yeah, this was a fun one just because it brought me back to my childhood days. But at the same time, I was really just thinking the whole entire time, like, why? Why do I have this word? And, you know, trust me, I'm really grateful for your guys' participation. If you want to throw in a difficult name in the wheel of terror, then by all means, go ahead. I really appreciate that. I love it. It excites me. But I'm not going to lie, like, when I'm in the hot seat actually doing it, then we got a problem, because I don't want to, you know, I spent 4 hours. I don't want to spend 4 hours and have it fail, because then I'll be like, oh my god, what am I doing here? So, but yeah, the whole entire time I was just like, why, you know? And I'm under 3 lights. I've got 3 lamps to light up my workstation. I find that lighting is a really big part of being able to record something and have it look crystal clear. So it's hot. We're talking hot at my workstation. And they're close. They're not like regular lamps. These suckers are just made to give you vitamin D, if that were a thing, really. Because it's a huge ring light, like a 14-inch diameter, I think, ring light, or maybe more, to be honest. And then we have a maybe like 3-inch ring light, but LED. And then I have a huge light box that just radiates heat. I should just use it to be a heater for this coming winter, to be honest. So all of that's on me. It's just really intense. So trying to keep calm and have a cool mind to think about how I'm going to draw this, make it look right. I mean, it's just really intense. So, but now let's do the charm, because that's required. This mold is deep. Like, I like the other molds that I show you where it's in the encasement. These ones are meant to be chunky monkey charms. And for you to be able to cure it, especially if it's a very dark pigmented gel, you have to do it in layers. There's no way you can fill it all inside there, cure it, and not be entirely cured all the way. So what I'm doing here is painting it layer by layer, flash curing it, making sure that each bit is cured, because it leaves a very nice big chunky charm if you like those, like the kawaii things. This is from the Halloween mystery box, so we've got all Halloween images here. But they do make really cute charms, kawaii looking charms. So you just want to make sure that you're doing it in layers and not just all at once. Then you're just going to have a hot mess of a time, you know. But just finishing the last touches on this, I'm not going to top coat any of these. I spent a good enough time doing that checkered background, and then when I looked back and thought about it, I was like, well, heck, now I can't top coat the whole thing because I'll have to re-top coat, or at least just top coat the image, and I'm like, I already spent so much time on that. If you're watching this far, thank you so much for tuning in. Go ahead and click that like button. It really helps my channel out, and I greatly appreciate your support. And after our next spin, our second required decoration for the night is going to be cat's eye gel. And when this came up, I was like, all right, I could do this one. I almost forgot about it, to be honest. I was like, how come I'm missing? Like, I couldn't remember what I had. So, but anyway, I was like, all right, we're going to use cat's eye gels. And when I tell you I forgot about it, so I am drawing here, obviously, Beetlejuice. I almost said Beavis. Different show, lady. Hold on, drinking water. Gotta stay hydrated. So I'm drawing up Beetlejuice, and I forgot about the cat's eye, drawing it out, and then obviously I'm going to color it in after, and I'm looking at the color, and I'm like, this looks perfect. And then I'm like, oh crap, I'm supposed to be putting cat's eye on here. So I'm like, ugh, I thought I was done. I thought I was like, I have one more nail, and I knew that one was going to be an easy one. But I was like, oh no, I've got to do the cat's eye gel over the color, because you want to, whenever you do cat's eye gel, especially when you're working with light color cat eye gels, you want to have in a sense, a primer. And that's basically a background color similar to what you're going to put over it, so that when you do put that cat's eye gel, it'll stand out. So when I'm coloring this in with the solid colors, it looks like Beetlejuice as the cartoon character. And I will admit that once we put the cat's eye gel over it, he looks evil. So in the cartoon TV series, if you have not seen it, Beetlejuice looks like Beetlejuice in the movie, just cartoon version wise. And because, like I said, it's a lighthearted cartoon TV show, you know, there's no scary vibes about it whatsoever. So after I put the cat's eye gel in, I'm like, yeah, he looks scary. I don't think any child is going to be wanting to watch this TV series if he looks like that. So, it's kind of a fail in that sense, but I did use cat's eye gel, so I did use the required decoration, and that's really all I care about. Other than trying to make the characters look exactly what they're supposed to look like. Beetlejuice, I'm not gonna lie, he made me work for this. I was feeling like it doesn't look like him, because I chose an image online that you know, it's on his side and he's smirking, and I'm like, ooh, you know, he doesn't even look normal to me in the cartoon series. But it worked out. I don't think it was bad at all, really. Like I said, I think it made him look the same. I did end up using Lydia's face color that I mixed right there. I was going to use that darker gray, and that's not actually the gray that I used. That gray on the palette is already mixed in with the Lydia skin color. So, but yeah, it ended up working out. Look at his face. I paused it, as you can see, and then I forgot to unpause. So now we're moving on to the cat's eye gel, and he's looking monstrous right now. I think it's the eyes. It started at the eyes, and I didn't realize it until the whole thing was done, because at this point I'm just, you know, what hour in, third hour maybe, and I was just like, ugh, let's just do this. But I tried to get the cat's eye gels that I matched with the most. I wanted his whole face to be cat eye gel. I wanted the whole thing to be cat eye gel, to be honest, but I didn't have yellow cat's eye gel. I had the gold one, and I used that for his eyes because his eyes was kind of like a golden or dandelion color. And I had a bunch of purples, which was really good. Cat's eye gels. So I was able to do like his eyes, his skin. But it then, you know, just I kept adding more cat's eye gel, and he's looking more and more evil. So, oh man, I should have, you know, if cat's eye gel wasn't the required decoration, I would have just left it alone, and he would have looked fun. But now he looks like my nightmare. So, I don't know, and I couldn't even ask you which one you liked because I forgot to unpause when I was recording. You know, filming doesn't always have its good days, but with anything. But this actually took me a minute. He has a lot of detail, and I just really was trying to make sure I made him look like the way that he looks on the cartoon series. Unfortunately, that cat's eye made him look real evil. So, anyway, I love that magenta cat's eye gel, by the way. Um, it's one of my favorite colors. I told you, like, I'm not a pink person, but I do like magentas. And he happens to have the same kind of color shirt in the cartoon series. So it was a shoe, and I knew that cat's eye gel was a very strong pigmented color. So I knew I didn't have to put in a primer background or a solid background underneath it. And then this last bit here is just doing the black and white stripes, putting in the pupils, just finishing up this guy, and then we can move on to the last one. But I really hope that you're enjoying this video. If you're watching this far, thank you so much for tuning in. Go ahead and click that like button. It really helps my channel out, and I greatly appreciate your support. And after our final spin, our last decoration for the night is going to be carving gel. And I thought, alright, this is going to be so perfect. Everybody's doing it. Using carving gel to make snakes. And what better way than to make the snake in Beetlejuice? So I really don't know his name. Let's see if he has a name. And I'm just Googling it right now. Because I don't know. It's been so long. We're talking about, I mean, I have 4 decades on me. So, the name of the snakes in Beetlejuice cartoon is not provided. Okay, but it's a sandworm. Yep, so I'm doing the sandworm. In the cartoon series, if memory serves me right, which, we already went through that, so maybe not, but he was mean, but he was also like a pet, and I remember Lydia was always compassionate towards the snake. Meanwhile, Beetlejuice did not want anything to do with him. So, but since we're doing carving gel, I knew right away I have to do the snake. The snake is so iconic in both the movie and the TV series. Comment below, let me know if the snake is in the new movie. I mean, whenever I see that. But we're doing the snake. So I just randomly undulated the carving gel, put some lines because he has stripes on his body. And then when it came to the mouth, it's kind of just squiggly lines, I feel. So as you can tell, there's really no technique I'm following to do my art. I just do what I do, So I never once think it's complicated. I mean, unless you're trying to impress some, professor of the arts, you really don't need to know about technique. I laugh because I did take some art classes in college, and there are names for things. Even in high school, my high school art teacher took it very seriously. So there's actual names for things that, you do when you're doing art sometimes. Could I recall any of them? No, maybe very few of them. But, we're just having fun here. And you want to have fun doing art. Unless you want it to be a career, then go ahead. But, I'm just going to say this thing and that thing and do this thing here, put some lines in, squiggle wiggle, and call it a day. Oh, man. I feel like I should have put some base coat on the snake because I was having a hard time getting that pigment, the gel polish, to stay on there. But turns out if I use my detail brush, as you see here, and do this for hours on end, you can fill it in and it'll look great. And this is without curing. If you didn't want to waste a year and a day, put what you can. Use the base coat first off. But if you didn't and you did what I did, you would just have to do it in layers. So you just put the one coat, it's streaky, put the next coat over it, and it probably won't be. You put as many coats as you need to for it to not look streaky. So anyway, I had fun doing the snake because I got to use color combos this whole set actually, I used colors that I don't normally use every day. So it was really nice to whip those colors out. They're very nice, bold, playful colors. And obviously this word for the night has challenged me more ways than one. So it's been a hot minute since I've drawn. I think the last set I did was the Rugrats set, but I honestly don't think the Rugrats set was as complicated as this one is, because it was more, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how it's more difficult than the Rugrats. Maybe I was just psyching myself out or something. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, still waiting. Still comment below if you've watched this TV show. Obviously I'll see your comments later down the road, but this is something I love doing, old cartoons. I would love to collect the DVD set of these old cartoons because I think those are cartoons that I would love to have, my future kids watch someday. So I've kind of been collecting some old TV shows I used to watch growing up because I do think they're nice shows now. I think there's probably more extra information in TV shows you don't need. I don't know. I have a niece and little cousins, and just watching shows, even when they were young. Like, they're a little older now, but when they were young, which probably puts a decade or more, decade and a half away from me, but even then I was like, whoa, what's this? But anyway, let's hop in with the end result, you guys, and I'll talk to you then. If you're watching this far, thank you so much for tuning in. Go ahead and click that like button. It really helps my channel out, and I greatly appreciate your support. And here is the end result for our word for tonight, Beetlejuice, given to us by Conjure Up Nails. Thank you so much, Conjure Up Nails, for our word for tonight, Beetlejuice. If you would like to direct me to do a design, leave a comment below your word and I'll add it to the spinner. And who knows, maybe next episode, your word will be chosen. And here is our sandworm. So cute, love the 3D. And this one, you can't see the checkered background. I mean, even after doing all that work, the images and the snake just covered most of it up, so it's kind of sad. And here's Beetlejuice. It's funny because I'm saying his name more than once, but in that Progressive commercial, it's like you have to see it 3 times in a row. Would I love to see Michael Keaton in person? Hell yeah. So, yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one, but yeah, he's my favorite. Favorite Batman, favorite everything. And last but not least, we have Lydia Dietz with the lame charm that I had to throw in as required. Yeah, I don't know. That's a stretch. But I got it in there. Sue me. Whatever. So thank you for joining me at night at the Improv every Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. This is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos. And join me again, you guys. I do have my Maniology PR that I got to get out to you this week. I am going to do the new HEMA-free sets that I unboxed in my live. And I'm doing separate videos for that. And then Thursday, I have my Worldly Josieisms. And Friday, I have my live at 5. And I'll see you again next time. Thanks. Bye.